All right, all right. What's up? What's going on, everybody, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome in to Reaction Wednesday. This is what I'm going to call it right now. It's probably not going to stay that name. I'm kind of old and not very creative, so we're probably going to change the name of this show eventually. But this is basically my Wednesday night live. I put out a poll. I think it was last week. Got some good response out there. Appreciate everybody for getting in there and giving your opinion. Most picked Wednesday, which is why we're doing it tonight. Some picked Thursday, and we also had one person, and it's all cool, that said don't bother doing one, and that's all good. So I appreciate your honesty and your opinion. If you do join and if you do check it out, that's fine too as well. If not, no big deal. We're going to do this, and we're going to talk some Gamecock athletics. I call it Reaction Wednesday because basically we're going to talk about things that happened from last Wednesday up until today concerning basketball, men's, women's, baseball, softball, football, whatever. Anything Gamecock related, we're going to talk a little bit about it. And I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to jump on here and join in and call in or whatever you want to call it. I have the link put in here in a little bit, but this is a show. We're just gonna talk a little bit about some things going on around South Carolina athletics, trying something different on this channel, trying something. Well, it's not really different compared to a lot. I mean, a lot of people do these kind of shows throughout the week, but I want to do something different on this channel or something else besides just do live fan reactions and just videos. So we're just going to talk a little bit about everything that's happened. Like I said, from last Wednesday up until this Wednesday, the whole week in a nutshell, basically, and go over, some of the Gamecock stuff, some stuff happening, with the programs or whatever. So appreciate everybody for tuning in. When you come in, please hit that like, subscribe if you're new, share this video, whatever. Help it grow. Get comments. I want to see everybody. I want to hear everybody's reaction. I hope this stream works out okay. I hope everybody can hear me good because I went back to StreamYard trying this. I guess I got a free StreamYard subscription or something for right now. So I'm going to try. I'm bouncing around between StreamYard and Restream. So trying to figure out which one I really want to do. So if y'all can hear me, if y'all, like I said, just give me a thumbs up or somebody, and just let me know everything's coming through pretty good. And we'll get this show kicked off. Like I said, I want to go probably about 45, 55 minutes, somewhere around there, because I know my good buddy Carolina Jackpot, he does a show at 9 o'clock, and I don't want to interfere with anything he's got going on or take up any of his time, because they do lives on Wednesday as well. It just Wednesday night worked better for me, honestly. I know I put that poll out, but Wednesday night seemed to work better for me when I thought about it. So this camera don't look centered. There you go. I'll look a little centered. But yeah, we're gonna do this tonight. We're gonna talk a little bit about everything. Starting off basketball. Let's go ahead and jump in basketball. Here, let me put the link in here. I'm going to put the link in here for anybody who want to jump on. If I can remember how to do it. Copy. And then, like I said, anybody that want to jump in here and talk. But we're going to talk a little bit about basketball, South Carolina basketball. The men's finally got off the schneid, right? They finally got an SEC win Saturday over Texas in dominating fashion. I can't remember what the score was. Let me pull it up real quick. Shoot, let me get it back. I should have had it up. But yeah, we got a win, a first SEC win, probably the only SEC win for the men's basketball team. Because last night, go ahead and touch on last night. Last night they got straight out obliterated by Missouri, a really good Missouri team that couldn't miss, it seemed like. They just could not seem to miss. I watched probably about 90% of that game, and I usually don't turn it off. I usually don't turn the game off, but it got to the point where I needed to go to bed because I had to get up and go to work today. So I shut that shit off about 5 minutes to go, 10 minutes to go in the second half, and South Carolina ended up losing 101-71. So they got thumped by Missouri last night. Let's look at the stats here. Last night, Missouri shot 64%. Wow, I didn't even realize they shot that good. They shot about 64% from the field. About 50, God dang, woo! 58% from the three-point line. Holy cow, they lit it up. Wow, I did not even realize that. Unless I'm looking at no. And they shot 83% from the free throw line. And we out-rebounded them. How? Well, I guess they're making everything. They don't have to rebound. We out-rebounded them 29-27. What's up, Paul? Scott, P. Digits, how y'all doing? JD popped in here early. I think he's at the Furman game. But he popped in here early, left a comment. Appreciate everybody. Wow. But yeah, I guess if you're making all your shots like Missouri was making last night, I guess you don't have to worry about rebounding. They had 21 assists on 40 made field goals. Turnovers, South Carolina 15 turnovers. That seems to be the story of this team. Ball security and lack of scoring outside of Colin Murray Boyles. We really don't have a consistent scorer, in my opinion. That's my thoughts on it. So, I mean, that's about it. Looking at the box scores last night, Boyles had 27 points, so he pretty much led the team. Jamari Thomas, he's probably our second best scorer out there, more consistent out of all of them. So him and Jamari Thomas and Colin Murray Boyles led the team last night. Scored over half our points last night. So we did get a little bit from Nick Pringle, Zachary Davis. Jacoby Wright put a couple in, but I mean, there's not much else to talk about this team, man, to be honest. When you talk about the men's basketball team, they got about 3 games left, I think it is, left in the season. Unless they pull off a miraculous run in the SEC tournament, they're not going anywhere besides to the NIL and to the transfer portal to try to bring in some more quality pieces to add to the roster. And what they need is some scorers. To be honest with you, they need some scorers and some people that can take care of the basketball and run the offense. So we'll see. I heard that the NIL budget for this year's going to be a lot better than it was in the previous year. So we'll see. We'll see what that means and what that translates to, whether or not Coach Paris can get out there and sway a couple big-time transfers to come to South Carolina. We shall see. We got a good recruiting class coming in with Eli Ellis, Hayden Simeon, and dang, I can't think of that other guy's name. I should have wrote his name down, but we got another guy coming in as well. So we got some pieces coming. What we got coming back is it's a toss-up, I guess. I know Zach Davis has some eligibility left. I think Nick Pringle's trying to come back, if I'm not mistaken. Morris Ugasug, Colin Murray Boyles has eligibility, but I don't think he'll come back. I think he'll probably get some advice from people to go pro and do his thing there, and that's all good. I mean, man's got to take care of his family, do what's right, what he thinks is right. So it is what it is, but we definitely need to hit the transfer portal when you talk about men's basketball and bring in some really good dynamic scorers, some guys that can take care of the basketball, create their own shot, and to go along to complement what we got coming back, plus, our incoming freshman class. But like I said, we got 3 games left, I believe it is. Yeah, got Arkansas this Saturday, got Georgia Tuesday. Them 2 games are at home, so we got an opportunity to win maybe one of them games. I mean, I don't know. I don't think so, but anything's possible. Anything's possible. I don't see us winning them, or winning either one of them, but it's possible. And then we round out the season on the road in Knoxville, taking on number 5 Tennessee, and that probably will not end well for the Gamecocks. So, I mean, that's all I can say about the men's basketball team. You know, we're gonna take our lumps this year, finish out the season. Hopefully, everything that I've heard and people put on social media is true. The NIL budget's going to be bigger, and we're going to be able to hopefully get some good pieces in the program and see what Coach Paris can do with the program. So there's that as far as the men's basketball goes. If anybody want to hop in, hit that link. I put it up there. Get in the comments. Let me know what y'all thinking. I'll try to answer them. I'll try to go along to the next thing and to the next thing, and then hopefully by the end of the show we'll have some time, you know, to talk a little more in depth on things. Now let's switch gears and talk about the women's basketball team. Huge bounce back. This what was it? Thursday night? Was it last Thursday night? I think it was. They destroyed Arkansas. Let me go back. I know it was they beat Arkansas. But hold on, was it Thursday night? Might have been. For some reason, I can't pull it up now. What the heck? Yeah, it was Arkansas. Beat them by 40 points. What's up, David Green? Josh Gray plays well with another team. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the light bulb came on. Maybe he didn't mesh well with Coach Parrish's system. I don't know. I can't explain that, but I mean, he was at Sacramento for a couple of years and still, you know, couldn't produce like he's doing right now. But going back to the girls, I'll come back to some of these comments here in a minute. Going to the girls, like I said, they rebound real well after getting embarrassed at home to UConn on the 16th of February. They bounced back and they straight out just took Arkansas to the woodshed, 95-55, and then they followed that up with another thumping. If I can get it to pull up. And then they followed that up by beating Vanderbilt 82-54. So huge bounce back wins for the Gamecocks, for the ladies, taking care of them two opponents. Malaysia Fulwiley, Joyce Edwards still continues to be the topic of all the what seems to be all the YouTube platform message board for Gamecock athletics, for anybody that does live shows. Everybody wants Joyce and Malaysia Fulwiley in the starting lineup, but like I've said, like Captain Will said, it's not going to happen. We got 2 games left in the regular season. Coach Staley is not going to change the lineup with 2 games left. And like I said in my video the other day, we didn't get to 25-3 by luck. And so what's been working all season is going to continue to work for the Gamecocks. So if you're wanting to see Joyce and you want to see Malaysia in the starting lineup, you probably going to more than likely 99%. You probably have to wait for next year. Okay, so there's that. Like I said, Coach Daly, she's loyal to her seniors, to her players that's been there. She's not going to shake up the lineup with 2 games left. And besides, I mean, everybody's getting real good minutes when you look across the board. I know somebody's got on my video and commented saying that if Malaysia and Joyce got more minutes or got starter minutes or whatever, they would score more. Well, not necessarily. Malaysia Fulwiley throws up a lot of shots sometimes, it seems like. Sometimes she takes a lot of 3-pointers, and not all of them fall. So it's not always true. Just because you shoot more don't mean you're going to score more. Now, if you're taking high percentage shots and good open shots at the basket, yeah, you're probably going to score more. But when you're chucking up 3-pointers, they're not all going to fall. So I'm going to cool it with the Malaysia Joyce in the starting lineup, and I hope everybody else does too, because I got faith in Coach Daly. I think she'll do the right thing, and yeah, we're in a good spot right now. So I'm not too much worried about that. But they've led the charge these last few games for the Gamecocks. I think Malaysia scored 24 points against Vanderbilt the other night. And let me see here real quick. Joyce, I think she had a double-double. Yeah, she had 17 and 12 in 28 minutes. So she basically played starter minutes there. If you look at it, I mean, 28 minutes. Most of our starters only average right around, 23, 24 minutes at that, 26 minutes. So she played 28 minutes, and Full Wiley played 19, and she scored 24 minutes. She scored 24 points in 19 minutes. So very effective there, 10 of 15 for Full Wiley from shooting. And Joyce was, let's see here, she was 6 of 12 from the floor. So a little off. She had a little bit of, she was off a little bit on her layups and close range shots, but she's still leading the team in scoring. So I don't think Malaysia's caught her yet. She probably ain't too far behind her. But we got, like I said, we got 2 games left. So Coach Daly's not going to be changing the lineup just because somebody wants to see Malaysia and Joyce in the lineup. So we're gonna rock what we got and bring them in at about the 6-minute mark. That's usually typically about when they come in of the first quarter. So, and then they'll do their thing, and then Coach Daly will sub them out and bring in Tessa and Maddie and whoever else, to bring them in as well. So, but we got, like I said, we got 2 games left for the regular season. We got Ole Miss tomorrow night, which is going to be I think it's going to be it's on the road. So Ole Miss usually plays us pretty tough on the road. So I wouldn't be surprised if that wasn't a game that Ole Miss hangs around for a little while. Then South Carolina, with their depth and athleticism, pulls away in the end and gets out of there with probably about 15 to 20 point win maybe. So I could see that probably happening tomorrow night. And then we finish up the season Sunday at I think it's at home. I think that's senior day against Kentucky. So another highly ranked matchup. If I can get this thing to act right. Internet sucks right here right now. Yeah, we got Ole Miss, which ain't bad, 18-8, so that should be a good game. That might be closer than what I said. I really haven't evaluated Ole Miss or looked into them, and then, like I said, we got Then we got number 15 Kentucky at home, senior day Sunday. Should be a good matchup. Kenny Brooks, a phenomenal coach. Georgia Amore, phenomenal player. They got players that can shoot. So should be a good matchup. Should be a good finish to the regular season. Right now we're still tied. Look at the standings right now. We're still tied with Texas, 13-1. Texas has Mississippi State. Let me look at their schedule. I know they got Mississippi State. Yeah, they got Mississippi State tomorrow, and then they finish the season out Sunday against Florida at home. So they play at Mississippi State tomorrow, and then they play at home against Florida. And if for some reason South Carolina wins out, Texas wins out, the SEC regular season champion will be determined by a freaking coin flip. So the game that we dropped in Austin a couple weeks ago, because we didn't play our very best game offensively or defensively, could bite us in the butt. It could bite us in the butt. Now, of course, you want to win the SEC regular season champion because you'll be considered the number 1 seed in the tournament. So you actually want to win that, kind of, if you look at it from that perspective. But it's not, it's not like we've been a 2 seed before and won it, so we're capable of winning it no matter if we're the 1 seed or the 2 seed. So that's how the SEC women's regular season champion could be determined. Now, if South Carolina drops one, of course, Texas wins out, then they got it. If we win out and they drop one, then South Carolina will be the regular season champion. And I don't know what the mess would be if both Texas and South Carolina drops one, because then you're going to have a three-way tie with LSU as long as they take care of business. So I'm not sure how all that tiebreaker would work. I would imagine, since I think both teams beat LSU, I believe. I don't think Texas played them twice. I think they played them once. But I think it'd probably go back to the coin flip between Texas and South Carolina eventually. So either way, I think it's kind of crappy, but we got to take care of business when we're supposed to on the road when we played Texas. We wouldn't be having that discussion about a coin flip or a possible coin flip. So there's that. So, like I said, women's coming down to the wire. SEC regular season still on the line for us. We've got the SEC tournament coming up in Greenville. I'm not sure exactly when that is. Probably, let's see, probably the following weekend, I believe. I think it's usually the following week after the end of the regular season. Not 100% sure. I guess I didn't look into that, but we got that coming up. So if you got tickets, go check it out. Go be loud. Have fun. I won't be there. Not fortunate enough to have tickets to go see them play or go down to Greenville. So if you are going, go have fun, enjoy it, cheer on the Gamecocks, and we'll see what happens. So let's see here. Let me hit this comment. Paul said, we need a whole new men's basketball team, in my opinion. Not sure if Paris is the guy. He needs to prove himself to the fan base like Beamer did this year. I think next year could be a telling point for Coach Paris, especially if all this stuff is true about the NIL increasing and things that I've heard, and we are successful at getting some players, some good players, some quality players from the portal. And yeah, I'm with you on that. I think next year would be the year that Coach Paris needs to, show that he's capable of duplicating what he did last year, taking us to the NCAA tournament, and not only just taking us there, but winning a game or so. So I think this offseason, what we do with the transfer portal, what we get out of the transfer portal, it could be the make or break starting point for Coach Paris's tenure at South Carolina. I think he's a good guy for the job, and I'm not on the train of getting rid of him yet. I hope everybody's still here. I don't know. My internet's acting up tonight for some reason, so hope everybody's still here. But I'm not on board with firing him yet. I think the man needs a little time. I think we overachieved last year, and the pieces just came together, and we actually got a glimpse of what he could do with some good talent. And let's be honest, this year's team is nowhere near last year's team. We've lost a lot of leadership and a lot of scoring from last year's team, and we didn't replace it. We got pieces, but we didn't like swap them out one for one. So, like I said, I'm on the aspect of going into this off season, getting some good pieces and seeing what he can do, and to me that'll tell me a little more about whether or not he is the right guy for a South Carolina job. I hope he has success, because I really pulling for him. I hope he does. So, but yeah, but I kind of jumped off of the girls, but let's see here. David Green said, Chuck, talk about the bigs playing and evaluate. You talking about the girls there, David Green? I'm assuming. What are the last two games? I mean, the bigs. Let me go back. Shoot, if I can pull it up. I want to say all the bigs played in. I missed some of one of them games. I think the Vanderbilt game, because I was out doing some family things. So I can't speak too much on. I had to go to church to take my son for a church event on Sunday. So that I don't know if I can speak to. If I can get back to what the heck I'm looking for, man. What's the day? 23rd. There we go. So the Vanderbilt game, I want to say, I think I saw all the big. Yeah, Del Tac played. She only played 2 minutes. I think she got in right there at the end. And like I said, I'm not giving up on the Del Tac because she's still battling and healing from that injury that she come in with. So I'm not getting rid of her. I'm not talking about getting her. I think she could be a good player. She's got that athleticism that she can dominate down low. I hope she can get a mean streak like a Camila Cardoza, like Aaliyah Boston wasn't really mean unless you really pissed her off. So, but hopefully she can evolve into like an Aaliyah Boston type player or Cardoza, be dominant down low. And I think she can. Like I said, I'm interested to see what she does next year. Once she goes through a full year of the strength and conditioning of the program, and she's there for another, she gets that whole full year of just nothing but training her body, getting her body right, getting in good basketball shape, maybe toughening up a little bit, adding some muscle to her so she can beat and bang in the paint. But I'm not giving up on her. I want to see her next year. I want to see her next year, see what she can bring. So as far as her, I'm not giving up on her yet. Miriam Dada, I think she's still got another year. She can shoot a three, like David said. She played 12 minutes, scored 3 points, hit 1-2 from the field. And this is Vanderbilt. And then Sakima Walker, she played 6 minutes. And that's the one I have questions about, honestly. If we're going to speak real here, Sakima Walker's the one that I have the most concerns with. 3 years in the program, and she had 6 minutes, no points, 1 rebound, and So to me, that's a concern when you've been in the program as long as she has. So the other two, I'm not worried about. Dada can step out, shoot the three. She can rebound. She can hit the mid-range jumper. So I'm not worried about her. Adele Tack, I haven't seen enough of her. Like I said, I'm not giving up on her because she was injured. So we'll see. I think next year with Tack and Dada, I think that'll tell a lot, going into next year for them too. But let's see here. What was the other game? Arkansas, we straight dominated them. Let's see what they did in that game because, like I said, I missed most of the Vanderbilt game because I was at church with my son. So let's see, the Arkansas game. Let's get an idea of what they played. That's wrong team. Okay, Adele Tack played 7 minutes in that game, so she played more against Arkansas. Scored 2 points. Dada 9 points in 14 minutes. 1 of 1 from the 3-point line, 3 of 5 from the field. So yeah, she can shoot. It's just I think with Dada, I think she's still trying to learn the system and trying to figure out her role. And that's my take. I mean, that's my thought. I may be way off, but I think she's still trying to figure out her role and everything, and trying to get comfortable with Coach Daly and the team. So, but she's coming on down the stretch. And Sakima Walker played 3 minutes. See there again. 3 minutes, no points, no rebounds. Probably the last 3 minutes of the ball game, probably. So, PD just said, "Yeah, y'all beat us this year. We're ranked 13th and trying to be relevant." I want somebody to explain that to me, PD. How in the hell do we beat Clemson? I watched that whole game. I enjoyed it, of course. And then after that, the wheels just fell off, rolled away, disappeared. I don't know what the hell happened. But I'm still trying to wrap my head around how we beat Clemson And then, yeah. So if somebody can explain that to me without saying, it's a rivalry game, yeah, I get that. I mean, if somebody can break down the X's and O's and how we beat them, I would really like to know because, yeah, that's a mystery. So there you have it. So that's the guys and the girls basketball. Now we'll switch topics. We're going to go to the baseball side of things. Talk a little bit about the diamond. So anybody want to jump on here? Hit that link. I'll put it back in the if I can get this thing to work right. I will put it in here. So if anybody wants to hop on, talk, ask questions, whatever, talk about the basketball, what we just talked about. If anybody's got any disagreement, want to hop on here and do that too. We can talk about that. If y'all want to do like that guy that told me my stuff sucks, my content sucks, y'all can do that too. You can get on here and do that too. I don't care. It don't matter to me. I don't pay attention to people like that anyway. But anyway, so how about dang baseball, man? How about the Gamecocks on the diamond? That is something that I'm not sure a lot of people saw coming. The baseball team is the baseball team and the softball team. I don't think they played today. I hope they didn't. Because let's see here. They play so many dang games, man. They play 2-3 games a day. No, they didn't play today. But anyway, the softball team, the softball team and the baseball teams is one of only two teams out there, two Division I programs that are still undefeated when you talk about baseball and softball. David Green said he loves some beach volleyball. Okay. But when you look at it, we're one of two teams that are still undefeated in both baseball and softball. I don't think Oklahoma's lost, have they? Or have they played? No, they didn't play today. Have they played baseball today? No, probably not. They probably won't play till tomorrow. But yeah, we're one of two teams that are still undefeated in both baseball and softball. Both teams are off to a great start. The baseball team is 9-0, first time, their best start since I think 2021. I think is what I read. So Paul Maneri, the Hall of Fame head coach, is continually stacking up the wins to his resume, to his already impressive resume. Like I said, 9-0. We we beat Queens College last week 7-2. We swept University of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I believe that's how it is, or University of Milwaukee. I guess I don't know if they were Milwaukee, Wisconsin, but I added it on there. But we swept them this past weekend. And then last night we ruled Gardner-Webb 14-4 in 7 innings. The baseball team, to me, they actually kind of surprising through 9 games. And I know the teams that we've played so far, you can't really get a good gauge on the baseball program right now. This upcoming weekend, we have a real pivotal 3-game matchup, the Palmetto Series, where we go to Doug Kingsmore Stadium on Friday night at 7 o'clock to take on Clemson. Then we head over to Greenville to Fluor Field for a 1:30 match on Saturday. And then we make the trek back home to Founders Park on Sunday at 5 o'clock. And yeah, I mean, it's a pivotal matchup this weekend. This is our hero weekend. Could tell a lot about the Gamecocks. I'll touch on that subject here in a second there, Scott. This weekend is going to tell a little bit about the Gamecocks, where we are as far as the baseball program. Because we're hitting the ball pretty good. We are actually hitting the ball pretty good so far. I took a screenshot of some stats. We're hitting 304 as a team. And And let's see here. We've had 85 hits in 9 games, so we're averaging about nine hits per game, a little over 9 hits per game. So we're actually hitting the ball. We're getting some walks. The strikeouts are, I think, a little high, maybe 58. Let's see, walks 46. So fielded, we're doing good in fielding. 98% or 0.98 in fielding. So to me, the baseball team is kind of a shock right now through 9 games, but I'm holding my judgment until after this weekend, and we'll start seeing some more, I guess, solid competition when I think about the baseball program. But like Scott said, pitching, he's not sold on the pitching staff. And, well, right now the pitching staff has a 2.25 ERA through 9 games. So that's not bad. We're throwing a lot of arms out there through the weekend and through the bullpen. We're running through a lot of guys through the bullpen this year. Hold on, where's that guy? Okay, I'm missing somebody. What's his name? Okay. But yeah, right now, the pitching is not bad. 2.25, not too bad. There is, I guess, some questions when it comes to the pitching staff. Dylan Eskew, I think during that Milwaukee, Wisconsin series, he had a lower back strain, I think it was. So he left, and not sure if he's still in the rotation for the weekend rotation. But we've been throwing out Dylan Eskew, Matthew Becker, and Jake McCoy. And of the 3, Matthew Becker has a 1.59 ERA, giving up 2 runs. So that's not bad at all. And 11 innings pitch, 17 strikeouts, 4 hits. Jake McCoy, the Sunday starter, he's about a 3.0 ERA, 1-0 record, 9 innings pitched, 2 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned. He's got 17 strikeouts as well, but he's got 4 walks. Matthew Becker has no walks so far through the first 9 games of the season. And then Dylan Eskew, he carries a 2.57 ERA with 7 innings pitched, 3 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, 4 walks, and 11 strikeouts. So, like I said, I'm not sold on the pitching yet, Scott. I'm kind of like you, but I think we'll see. I think we got some other talent in the bullpen that we're probably going to lean on a lot, and that's what's the name, Ryder Garino, and there was another one, Brendan Sweeney? There you go, Sweeney. We got a Sweeney on our baseball team. I'm pretty sure he's not related to Dabo. And hopefully we get some production out of Roman Kimball, the transfer from Notre Dame from last year. Pitzer, get some good quality innings from him as well. So I don't know. We'll see. There was one other injury going into the season that I found out about not too long ago. Eli Jersenbeck was hopefully going to lean on him a good bit this year in the rotation, but he's out. He's got a stress fracture in his throwing elbow, so he's out for the season. So we're already down 1 there, and like I said, I don't have any kind of injury report on Dylan Eskew, so I'm not sure if he's good to go for this weekend or not. We shall see. So we could be down two pitchers headed into this weekend series against Clemson. Speaking a little bit about the hitting, Ethan Petrie, he's chasing Justice Smoke's career home run record at South Carolina. Smoke ended his career with 62 home runs. Ethan Petrie sitting right at 46, so he is 16 away from tying, 17 away from getting the record. Will he get it by the time he leaves? I don't know. We're still young in the season. I think he's hit 2 home runs already. So I want to say he's hit 2 home runs. Yeah, 2 home runs. So we'll see. We'll see if he'll get that record. I hope he does, but if not, that's fine. I'm sure he probably just wants to go to Omaha and win. So, which is the main goal for baseball. But yeah, so the baseball, like I said, my reaction and my praise and thoughts on the Gamecocks baseball team is still up in the air. Okay, until we start hitting quality opponents, and then I can see the pitching staff and the defense plays if they're solid. If the batting has come around since, the last regime, the batting. Let's face it, the batting sucked under what's his name? God, I can't think of that guy's name. I'm glad he's gone. I can't think of the guy's name now, but the last freaking baseball coach. It'll come to me here in a minute, but I'm gonna wait and see right now on the baseball. Softball. I want to touch on this. I don't talk a lot about softball on here. Don't really dive into softball or nothing, but South Carolina softball is 16-0. Their best start since 1976. I was freaking 3 years old when they had a start this good. First year head coach, Ashley Chastain. Man, she is killing it, dude. She's got them girls playing at a high level, man. They are hitting the ball, putting it in play, run ruling people about every other game. It seems like. So great job for Coach Chastain. We'll see if this momentum can carry on throughout the season. See what we can do on the softball diamond this year. And like I said, I can't really talk a whole lot about softball because I've watched a couple games. I watched one game this year. And if you watch the softball on, SEC Network Plus or whatever it is, they have the god-awful cameras. It's no better. I mean, the camera is looks like it's about 15 feet above home plate. And the guy sounds like he's a robot. So SEC Network Plus, they need to get their shit together and get better equipment and some better announcers to the softball stadium. And it would be great to watch because I'll watch some softball. I don't mind watching it. I don't care. But they got to get better at announcing it. They got to get better at cameras. And it like I said, I think it'd be interesting to watch. But I've been able to watch most of the baseball games. I know David said he hasn't been able to catch a game. But I've been able to watch them all. They've been on the SEC Network Plus because right now I think the SEC Network's focusing more on, finishing up the basketball season. And then probably once all that's done, they'll probably roll into showing more baseball games. But I've been able to catch not all the baseball games. I haven't watched them all yet. But the ones I've watched, I've caught most of them. I think probably about 6 out of 9. I think I've watched a good bit of anyway. And I watched, I think, 1 or 2 softball games. So, but anyway, that's where we're at right now. Like I said, we got Clemson coming up in baseball. Softball, I'm not 100% sure who we got. And so I think Duke. I think we got Duke in softball. I think that's what I heard. But with softball, it's kind of weird because they can play like 3 or 4 teams in one weekend. So let's see here. Friday. And the South Carolina softball team is ranked too. I think they're ranked 21st, I want to say. Last time I saw it. The boys, I don't think the boys are ranked in baseball. And that's all good. Like I said, I'm not expecting them to be. So, yeah, we played number 9 Duke. starting Friday. I don't think we play. I hope this ain't a multiple game. I hope it's just a. Okay, it should be like maybe a 2-3 game series. Hopefully. Let's see. Saturday we'll play Duke again. Like that's the thing about softball. Yeah, we'll play Duke on Saturday. And then Sunday, we should finish up with Duke as well. Yeah. So, yeah, softballs with the softball is with Duke, baseball, Clemson. I don't know how much games I'll be able to watch this weekend. So, hopefully I get to watch all the Clemson series. They kind of line up with times that I should be around the house. So, but we'll see. We'll see. Should be interesting. And like I said earlier, girls basketball, we got Ole Miss tomorrow night at 9 o'clock, I believe. And then we round out the season with Kentucky. I think it's at 2 o'clock on Sunday. The South Carolina men's, they have 3 games left. I think they play Saturday, and then I think they play 2 next week, rounding out against Tennessee. So, but anyway, that's about 46 minutes worth of me talking. So if anybody wants to hop on, I would enjoy some conversation. Get on here. And if y'all heard something I said that doesn't make sense or something y'all disagree with, get in there, let me know. And yeah, so like I said earlier, when I come on, I named this show Reaction Wednesday or something like that. It ain't it's probably not going to be the final title, I don't think. I just ain't that creative, and I did it this afternoon. I come up with that this afternoon, so I'm not very creative when it comes to this crap. So, P did just ask me if I was going to stream during the baseball games this weekend. I don't know. I got to see what channel. Well, first of all, I need to make sure I can get them because they're playing at Clemson. I know Floor Field. I don't think they have a streaming thing for that game. I have to check into that. I would definitely have to check into that. Let me see where we play and what channel they're going to be on. Will the first one be on ACC Network? ACC Network? What day? Friday? It may be on ACC Extra. If it's on ACC Extra, I should be able to get it. I have to look at. Yes, on ACC Extra. I should be able to get it, and if I do, I may be on here Friday night. I will be watching if I can get it. I definitely will. I have to test it out. I have to test it out here in a little bit when I get off here and see if I can get the ACC Extra or whatever. Saturday game, like I said, I doubt the Saturday game will probably be streaming. Oh, it's on SEC Network Plus. So, yeah, I definitely will be able to see it Saturday. And then Sunday should be on SEC Network Plus. So, there's a good chance I may be able to stream the baseball games. Not 100% sure yet. The thing about baseball, man, it's hard to sit here and I mean, it is. Baseball is one of those sports. I mean, if there ain't no action, it's kind of boring. Well, Sunday it's not showing anything as far as network, and I don't know why for the Sunday game because that's that. Maybe they haven't figured out who's going to be on what. Well, that don't make no sense. You can always show any game on SEC Network Plus. Yeah, Sunday's game's not showing any network, so no idea about that one. So I may P digits. I may, like I said, if I can get to one Friday night, I'd really like to be on for that one because there's really nothing else going on. I know I'm going to be watching as long as I got it. P digits said drinking lemonade. Well, I don't drink lemonade. I'd have to drink water or soda or something. I'm not a lemonade drinker. I can drink a little bit of it, but I'm not going to pour a glass and drink a glass of lemonade. So I'm kind of funny about certain things. But yeah, I may be on here. Like I said, as soon as I get off of here with this live, I'll look and see if I can get the ACC Network Plus or Extra, whatever y'all call it. And if I can, I'll probably end up doing the one Friday night. What's up? The few people that just hopped in, make sure you guys are hitting that like button, please. Appreciate it. Getting the comments, subscribe, all that good stuff. As we're getting ready to wrap this up here in a few minutes. So we covered men's basketball. We covered women's basketball. We talked some baseball. And we touched a little bit on softball. So any comments, questions, concerns that anybody has, get in the comments and let me know, and I'll do my best to answer it. Like I said, this is something that I'm just going to try out, see if this thing catches on and works. I didn't know what to call it because I'm not very creative. So if you saw the thumbnail and you're like, "What the hell?" That's basically what I said too. I just threw something together today. So if anybody's got any name for this Wednesday night show, drop it in the comments. I'm open for debate or discussion on it. I'm open for using a title. Like I said, sometimes I can be creative, and sometimes I'm not in the right mind to think about, coming up with something. So tonight I just named a Reaction Wednesday because, like I said, I'm talking about everything that happened last Wednesday to this Wednesday. So that's why I named it that. So hopefully I can come up with something, or hopefully I can get some interaction from somebody and come up with a good name for something for this live stream. But like I said, I want to do probably about an hour, 55 minutes to an hour, because I don't like to cut into other people's YouTube time. I think Pigskin Pete's doing a live now, maybe. I figured he'd probably be done before I started mine, but I don't like to interfere with other people's live streams. I know it's bound and determined to happen, but I don't like it. And then I know I got Carolina Jackpot and Rob, they coming on here at 9. So like I said, I'll be tuning into that one. I don't want to step on their toes either. So let's see. If anybody, no, Pigskin Pete's off. So yeah, nobody else is live as far as I know. So nobody's live except me. Ah! And then, like I said, Jackpot here at 9. So all right, P, did you ponder on that? Come up with something? Like I said, I got to get a little creative here and try to get this thing. Try to get this, as somebody told me today, this sorry channel growing or something. So, oh yeah, I know P Digits. I just like to be respectful of other people's time and things. I know, like I said, my audience ain't what theirs is, but I appreciate everybody that tunes into me. I can go ahead and tell you that now. Not that they don't. I'm not saying they don't, but I enjoy whoever stops by. So, like I said, there was this one guy told me my stuff sucked today in one comment. So he's got an opinion. So whatever. I don't pay it no attention. I just, like you said, I just do me. Oh man. Anyway. So yeah, anybody want to got a question or comment, or if you tuned into the show, if you've watched everything so far, y'all want to talk about something I discussed, get in the comments, let me know. Hopefully we can get this thing where people will start joining the show, because I like a little interaction. I like a little interaction sometimes. It's not bad. I want to make sure I touched everything I touched that I wanted to talk about. Baseball, basketball, football. Well, football, we didn't really talk about football. Not really a whole lot going on, as far as I know. I know we've had some jersey changes, some jersey number changes. Let's see if I can pull that up. I took a screenshot of that. But we've had some people change their jerseys numbers. Dang, it's too late now. I only got about a few more minutes. If I can get out of this dang thing. So Fred J.R. Johnson, he switched from 15 to 0. Michael Smith went from 20 to 4. Jatavius Shivers went from 50 to 77. So, and then you got all your other people, the newcomers. We'll talk more about them as the season gets closer. But we've had a few people change their jersey numbers, and then all the new people coming on. Next show. Remind me, we'll talk a little bit about spring games. There's a lot of topics. There's a lot of people talking about spring games, whether we should cancel them, whether we should keep them and play them or whatever. I want to know in the next show, y'all ponder this. And in the next one, we'll talk a little bit about the spring game, the NIL, or not the NIL, the transfer portal. You know, we'll touch on things like that in the next one. So y'all ponder that for next Wednesday night show. And like I said, hopefully I come up with a more catchy name for this show. That way, hopefully it will attract more. Oh, P Digits. I should have known you could come up with something. Chuck's 1 hour caboose. I don't know if that would attract more people or not. But let me ponder on that. Let me write that down. Chuck's 1 hour caboose. Call it C1C. Oh. But anyway. Hopefully I have a catchy name for this, and we can get some more people in here and get some more people. Fame-centric works, and we can get some more people commenting and getting engaged in the show. Like I said, not that I don't appreciate anybody, not that I don't appreciate anybody that's here. I really do. P. Digits, David, Scott, all my regulars that usually show up for me. I really appreciate y'all so much, man. So much. When I first started, this YouTube thing, I was nervous and hesitant of doing lives. And now I got a following that regularly shows up. And I really do, appreciate everybody for coming out and listening to this guy talk. It took a Tiger fan. Gamecocks caboose. Oh, man. But anyway, like I said, I appreciate everybody for hanging out during this almost hour. We're rolling up on 58, almost 59 minutes. And like I said, I want to keep it right at an hour. So I appreciate everybody. If you're watching this stuff after the fact, hit that like. Don't take you no time. Real quick, simple. Hit that like, comment, subscribe. And, I'll see y'all next Wednesday. Hopefully we'll have a better title for this show. But anyway, we're going to have a good time hanging out for an hour next week. So I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Y'all have a blessed week, good weekend, and I may see you for a baseball game. I guess I should say that too, because I may do baseball too. So who knows? But if I do see you, I'll see you on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Y'all have a good rest of your work week. Good weekend if I don't see you. And we'll see you guys next Wednesday.